Shalom. Hey, Flakia, man. Camera died, man. Gotta put my phone up. But I was getting back in second address, chapter 7 and 17. It says, Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the ungodly should perish, which is rightfully so, man. The elect are going to live. They're going to receive salvation, but the rest, the 2/3, the rest of this world, man, they're going to die. All right, because they're ungodly. All right? To be a God, man, you basically know to do good and evil. You know the difference between good and evil. And our people don't know what's good, man. They don't know how to do good. The scriptures tell you in Jeremiah 4:22, for my people is foolish, they are sawdust children. Children that are wise to do evil and not good. In fact, I know I just roughly paraphrased, so I'll read it the right way. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 4 and 22. It says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sawdust children. The word sawdust means to be incredibly stupid. All right, and they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. It says that you are wise to do evil, man. You rather again, man, you rather go upon every other way, man, but do what Yahweh Shemeshah requires you to do, or you rather not listen. All right. So, going back to second address 7 and 17, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the ungodly should perish. Because you don't know how to do good. All right. The only thing you know how to do is bad. That ain't being a God. That you're ungodly. All right. It said, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide, because you continue to you remain in your iniquity. You rather do something that the Lord doesn't tell you to do. You gotta go? Yeah, go ahead. My bad. Slack. Okay. But it says right here, that answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law. So like it says, I was saying, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide. Okay, why? Because you continue to remain in your iniquity, man. You continue to increase as well. It tells you that in Hosea the 4th chapter. All right, that the more they increase, the more they sin. Okay, let me go and get that. Hosea 4 and 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity. See, you rather increase in your ill doings. That's why the Lord, again, I quoted it earlier, man. You've been a provocation to the Lord since your youth. Okay. Basically, you've been a temptation. Every time the Lord, like, man, I don't want to fuck y'all up. Man, I regret this. That's how the Lord looks at y'all. All right. It said in second address 7, back in second address 7 and 19, it said, and he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none that hath understanding above the highest. For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should do and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things. Again, you just did what you wanted to do. These are clear words, man. These are repetitive things, man. You did not hearken to the laws of Yahweh Shemeshah. You did not hearken to the prophets, which were representatives and spokesmen on the behalf of Yahweh Shemeshah. When the Lord extended mercy unto you, man, you rejected it. Because having a man come to speak to you first before the Lord does with you, that's mercy. Because the Lord is a power of judgment, and judgment is quick. All right, judgment it's immediate and fierce, and essentially all the ways of the Lord are judgment. And so what you did is you rejected those things. All right, you decided to do what you want to do. It said, nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him. All right, but spake against him and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. But his law, okay, all right, it says, but his law have they despised and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. All right, and therefore address for the empty are empty things, and for the full are the full things. And that's why you're going to get a cup full of judgment, man, indignation, because you didn't want to change, man. You didn't want to amend your doings. When it says to amend, Salakia, man. When it says to amend when it says to amend, that means to change what you're doing, man. Stop what you're doing, man. Turn around and go the other way. Learn to do good. Learn to do justice. Go into Isaiah, the 1st chapter, man. That's what the Lord said, man. Let me plead with you. Let us reason together, man. I know you got it in you, man. So why not do it? But you chose to do the other thing, man. You chose to do the thing in which the Lord delighted not and what he hated. So the Lord is done with you. That's why this day today, man, a lot of you people are going to die. All right? A lot of bad things are going to happen because you don't take this thing seriously, man. You don't think it's real. Well, the Lord is fixing to come. I keep saying it, man. The Lord is fixing to come back to show you that he was always there. All right? He was always there. You know, it says in Psalms, the 50th chapter, man, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set thine eyes in order, man. Let me go ahead and get that. All right, let me go ahead and get that because it's actually a really good scripture. Psalms 50 and 17, it says, seeing thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind thee. When I saw, you rather disregard what the Lord tells you not to do or tells you to do, man. All right? Look what happens to you, man, when you go up against Esau, man. When you do something you ain't supposed to do, what happens? And how quick does it happen? Esau is a quick-ass little devil, man. He likes to apprehend Jake quick. How much more the Lord, man, when you do something that you ain't supposed to do, man? Especially when it's in regards to righteousness. Especially whenever you are supposed to do things good, but you cover it with evil. How much more do you think the Lord is pissed off at you, man? You know? Just read Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12, man. That'll give you your answer. Yeah, the Lord winks at things, man, but not like this. You've been running your whole life in iniquity and transgressions, man. You've been running your whole life in violating the laws and the statutes and commandments. So the Lord, man, he says he is not a power to have pleasure in an unrighteous man. All right? He has no dealings with it, man. He hates evildoers. All right? Actually, let me get that in, let me go ahead and get that in Sirach 12. All right? This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 6. It says, for the Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. And that's the only reason why you're still here, man. The only reason. All right. Other than that, man, the Lord, you have nothing special for your reward. You ain't about to receive a planet as an inheritance. You know, what you're gonna get on in this side is a missile. Again, you said it, not all the Lord's counsel, man. You despised him when he spoke to you. So now he's gonna deal with you, man. And the scriptures even say, man, he's gonna mock when your fear cometh, when your desolation cometh as a whirlwind. All right, that's when you're gonna call upon him. But you know what? He's gonna laugh at you in that day. He's gonna laugh at you in your calamity, because when he called, you refused. All right. But let me go back to second address. Tell you, man, there's always good stuff in Edges, man. Actually, what I want to read is in this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, actually, and 11. It says, "For it was a cursed seed from the beginning, Neither didst thou for fear of any man give them pardon for those things wherein they have sinned. Because no, hey, Sirach tells you, man, that no man has license to sin. Not even your own people, man. Not even our own people, Yasha Allah. We ain't allowed to sin, man. We ain't allowed to violate the laws. Okay? All flesh is commanded to be under the obedience and rule of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshai. But our people, man, that's why it says it's a cursed seed, because we're the quickest ones to go off. But it says, for who shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? Or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish whom thou hast made? Or who shall come to stand against thee to be revenged for the unrighteous men? For neither is there any power but thou that carest for all, to whom thou mightest shew that thy judgment is not unright. Do you think it's unright, man, that what the Lord is telling you out of the scriptures, man? That there be many that perish for their unrighteousness, man, because they have gone off? You think it's unright? Like earlier, this Edomite, he thought it was wrong for God to be mean, little bitch. And you can hear in his voice, man, he sounded like he was fucking, he sounded like he had a mental problem, man. You know? Hey, man, ain't no man exempt. Ain't no man, woman, child, young, old, decrepit, ain't nobody exempt for the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshai. How would that look if there was one human being on the entire planet Earth that gets to just live dissolutely, lewd, you know, indulge in decadent behavior? How would that look, man? That would be fucking weird. And then after that, guess what would happen? Just like it said in 2nd Judgment, man, about how when one man sinned, it spread over all. Look at the examples that happened, man. By one man sinning, the rest of people started going after the same way. So that's why it can't be like that, man. That's why you people have to go away. That's why you have to be killed in the manner that you're going to receive, so that others may fear. That's why the scriptures say that, man. Them that sin before all rebuke, or them that sin rebuke. How does it go? Them that sin rebuke before all, that others may fear. After this destruction and judgment comes on America, after the so-called white man, after the 2/3, after the nations, everybody's gonna fear. Everybody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna know once and for all. Don't ever do what we've been doing. All right, that's what's coming to this place. Again, scourges are set for an amendment. The whole meaning of this place is gonna be changed again, and it's gonna go right back to the way it used to be, but better. Because at least you're gonna now know, and you're gonna think twice about it. Probably shouldn't do it. Nope, don't do it. But one beautiful thing about the kingdom, man, is Israel, we're not going to suffer those things. Our minds are not going to struggle with demonic thoughts, you know, evil thoughts, wicked behavior. We ain't going to think about those things. As easy as it is to go off right now, as easy as it is to be evil and wicked, that's how easy it is it's going to be to be righteous. All right? It's going to be like a reflex. It's going to be like sneezing. You know, it's gonna be like just regular hand movements to move anywhere. Ain't gonna struggle, man. You're gonna wake up in peace. But, you know, is it all right for the Lord to do it in the way that He's doing everything? No. But many people perish because they don't understand, man. They're deceived. They think that they think like they should just be exempt and given a second chance to get it right. No, man. You've been given the chance to get right now, man. Through the men of the Lord coming down the highways and byways, man. You know, coming out and preaching. You're being given that second chance. You just don't see it. You're just missing that time, man. But it says, let me go into 2nd Esdras. All right. Is it 2nd Esdras? No. It's actually Sirach. All right, because Sirach says that many are deceived by their own vain opinion. Let me see. Right here in Sirach chapter 3 and 24, it says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. That's why our people are in the way that they are today. All right, because they don't understand, man, that an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. The things that they think, all right, are evil thoughts. They don't understand that there's a right way to be and a right way to behave and establish yourself, so they continue to do whatever it is that they want to do. You know? But it says that for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. All right? That's why they're led into the way of destruction, man. That's why they do the things that they're doing. Salaki, I'm watching these dudes right here to my left, man. We're going into 2nd Esdras real quick, all right? Which is the one I've been wanting to get this whole time, man. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8 And I'll start at 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and 49. It says, in that thou hast humbled thyself. It says, in that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. You wanted to, hey man, where's that scripture? It says that wherein you think the ways of the Lord are unfair, basically. But look at your ways, man. Look how you measure judgment. You think that you should just, get a get out of jail free card, man. You feel like you don't have to put any work in to prove that you deserve to live. Our people are vain, man. They are deceived by their own vain opinions, man. All right? And the evil suspicion, the ways of this world have clouded your judgment. You go into Jeremiah the 5th chapter, it says that the ways of judgment you don't know. So today, man, that's why you think that everything is unright and unfair. You think you're a spoiled brat. All right? You think the ways of the Lord are unright. Hey, what is it? Well, actually, the scriptures do say you have turned judgment into gall in how's it called? Into the gall and bitterness. You know? What can you do, man? Seriously. Who are you to tell the Lord? Who are you to say or demand that you deserve to still live? The Lord's going to come and smack that down, man. I was talking to a brother, man, a minute ago before I started camp today, and he was making the comment, man, like, you got these dudes today, man, these 2/3, still trying to fucking rep a prison image and shit, still trying to be thugs and this and that, trying to rep that they hard, man. Well, hey, man, why don't you rep? Hey, I'm gonna say what he said. Why don't you rep something for Yahweh Shema Shai, man? Instead, you're trying to glorify yourself. You're trying to cover yourself in all these foolish and stupid ass things, man. Who are you? God damn, this place has a lot of people today, man. It says, in 2nd Ezra 8 and 50, it says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Our people are proud, man. They walk in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared. And that's only for the elect. Plenteous is made ready. All right, plenteousness is made ready. A city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. And that's only to those who put in the work, man. Only the ones who show diligence, determination, soundness, all right, balance, righteousness, ultimately. Those are the only ones who deserve to inherit a gift, a reward, who deserve to have life, even though we even to this very moment considered ourselves unworthy. Because we understood, man, we understood what our people did. We understood what we did. We understood that we went off in our past life. But you know what? The Lord commended us. He commended us for standing so stiffly and firm for his sake. That's ultimately what got us the victory and what got us the reward, was standing for him, was standing straight up for him. Not for no goddamn fucking prison sentence or, beating some dude's ass. Fuck that, man. And our people are still in that simple ass mind, man. Still trying to rep some bullshit that ain't got no fucking value, man. Guess what, man? The next dude you encounter may be the last one you encounter. The next dude you encounter may be too strong for you. And you want to big up and flex up like you some, unbeatable target. Hey, man, the next target that you come into actually is going to whoop your ass. And it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But it says to the elect that plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is shewed the treasure of immortality. And therefore ask thou no more question concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when because really, man, it's a closed shut case, man. It's really there's nothing big to investigate. What what you've done, man, is simple to assess. Is easy to evaluate, man. You did wickedness. You deserve a punishment. All right, you went off. You deserve to be whooped. All right, you were a murder. You were essentially a murderer through your actions. All right, you deserve death. All right, but it says again, ask no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. When you had time to get right, you didn't want to do it. When you had the time to get yourself in order, live the right way, you chose to indulge yourself in immoral bad behavior. It said, for moreover they have trodden down his righteous. It says, moreover they have trodden down his righteous and said in their heart that there is no power. Yea, and that knowing they must die. See, that's why I said it's a closed-end case, closed-end shut case. That is your punishment, man. If you want to live dissolutely, if you want to be disobedient, you got a punishment. You got to pay the price. You have to die. It says, knowing this, that they must die. For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that man should come to naught, but they which be created had defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. So that's what we're waiting on, man. All right, we're waiting on judgment to be shown. All right, by Yahweh Shemiah Shai, ready to come back and execute, a recompense to those who didn't want to bow down, who didn't want to listen, who didn't want to serve, who didn't want to be subject. All right, to be under the rule. That's simply what it is, man. So the Lord, that's just what we're waiting on, man. And that's what's going to come past today, man. More judgment, more severe, gravity judgment, man. So just wait. All right, we're approaching that time, man, where America, man, is going to be dealt with as well. All right, Salaka for that. We're coming to a time where Babylon's going to be burned up. Again, a cry that comes from Babylon, the cry of destruction. All right, and let me get one more, and I'm probably going to end it off. This is Ezekiel, Salaka, chapter 21. And in Ezekiel chapter 21 and 2, it says, Son of man, set thy face towards Jerusalem and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel, and say to the land of Israel, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, wherefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the north, that all flesh may know that I, the Lord, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath. It shall not return any more. Sigh therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins, and with bitterness sigh before their eyes. And it shall be, when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou, that thou shalt answer for the tidings, because it cometh, all right, because it cometh, and every heart shall melt. All right. It said again, and it shall be when they shall say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou, that thou shalt answer for the tidings, because it cometh, and every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh and shall be brought to pass, saith the Lord of power. And that's what we're waiting on, man. Waiting for this word to be performed. And when a person asks, what is the word of the Lord, man? We're telling you, destruction. Destruction and judgment is on its way. And we're just waiting. That's all we can say, man, is that judgment is coming. All right, the Lord said that he shall no more return his sword back to his sheath. That's meaning that the word will prosper. What he intended to happen, the purpose that he purposed upon the earth, it will come to pass. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. So sigh therefore, man. All right? But I'm going to go ahead and end it. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect. All right, Yahweh, by Hashem, Shai, Brakathum, Kwam Mashallah, Shalom.